This video is for educational and entertainment use only. What's going on, my people? It's Duffle. Back here with some real shit. Kind of funny shit, but more than real shit. Nah. The holidays, Mother's Day, and Father's Day. The holidays. Personally, Mother's Day is really a happy you got kids day. Father's Day is a happy you end up nothing in the bitch and it's yours day. Really. That's all those days really consist of, because every year they never consisted on the same date. They always change dates, so I feel that's not really a holiday, because I mean, if you think about the day that you was born, can you change the day that you was born to a day ahead, a day before, or a couple days ahead, or a couple days before? No, you fucking can't. So, with that being said, I look at it like a lot of people. I'm gonna start with Mother's Day. A lot of mothers celebrate the day, but I don't understand why would you just wait a whole year to celebrate one day? You're a mother, like, you should celebrate every day you're a mother. Don't just become a mother on one day or think you're the world's best mother on that day, like you had a perfect year of the whole 365. Don't get me wrong, there's some women out there that's totally doing a very good job at raising their kids. There's some that ain't doing a good job at raising their kids. The ones, like the stuff that I say in my videos when I talk about women and I call them bitches and all this and all that, a lot of times, a lot of people don't understand that I'm really not being disrespectful. It's just the women that I've been around. So I'm not talking about women in general. I'm talking about women that I've been around, that I've been exposed to, and things that I've seen. So that's what I really talk about. So, I mean, the women that's out there that's playing Mother's Day that don't really be a mother, they just have the child. The child is being raised by an auntie, their mama, a lot of times they friends. They so busy in the streets doing what they want to do that they not really paying total attention to the child. I say if you really gonna raise your child, I say you should probably at least 90% of your attention or 90% of the raising of your child should be by the parent, parents. 10% that's leave, ways for, the child to get to know the like, daycares or the school teachers, the other family members and all that stuff when they getting babysitted. But not all the time. Every parent needs a break. We all still have our lives that we want to do this or we want to do that. Just because we had children, that don't mean that they can stop anything. So a lot of people say that, oh, my child stopped me from doing this or stopped me from doing that. No, the fuck they didn't. No, the fuck they didn't. Only you can stop yourself from doing that shit. You ain't want to get your ass up off your ass and do what you was supposed to do. So instead of you blaming on yourself, you wanted to blame that shit on the child that you had. Stop that shit. But too many motherfuckers do that. So, like I said, there's a lot of mothers out there that's not really doing their job, but they act like they do. But it's so fucked up that a lot of the kids ain't really listening these days. But that shit started from when the child is little. That's when you install the listening, the respect, and all that stuff in the child. You want to wait till your child get 13, 14, now you want to whoop. Child ain't paying your ass no attention. Been doing bad shit all his life. Now all of a sudden you want to tell her, oh, what it's doing is wrong. No, the child been fucking raising itself. So it been feeling like it's an adult. So if it been ain't listening to you, why should it listen to you now? Because now all of a sudden you want to be a parent? No. Don't try to wait all these years then try to be a parent. No, like that shit don't fly. But shout out to the mothers that's out there actually doing their job, that's being there for their kids, sitting down, helping kids with the homework, or sometimes fuck homework, teaching the kids shit before they even get taught in school. And the kids already going into school ahead of the whole class. Shout out to those mothers. Shout out to those mothers that's not having to work 2 jobs and 3 jobs and part-time jobs. Even though shout out to some of y'all too, because if that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. But shout out to the mothers that put themselves in a position to try to have some type of career that they can also teach to their children. Not no shade, but I don't want to fucking have a. You want to teach your? Oh, that's how you dump the fries. That's how you sweep them up the floor. No, if it come down to it and the child needs to do a job like that, a handyman job, or work at a fast food restaurant, by all means, that's cool. But a lot of people don't understand they should push their children to try to have some type of careers. That don't mean that you're better than anybody or that the children is better than anybody. It's just you pushing them to their full potential. Don't let your child be out here a product of the environment on the streets and on the corner and all that. No, that's not where you're going to want your kid at. Because when they end up their ass on the corner being outlined in chalk, you're going to say, oh, that was my baby was so... No. You wasn't doing what you were supposed to be doing. So shout out to the mothers that is out there doing what they're doing, that's getting themselves into these careers, and they can pass that along to their children because you already know it because you went through the schooling. So you can teach that to your child. You have something for your child to learn, and you can become the teacher. You know, because, I mean, it's fucked up because the school system and study going down. So a lot of parents need to become teachers and know things that they can teach their children. Not just the mothers, not just the fathers. The mother and the father need to know something that they can teach the child. So, I mean, that's just what it needs to go. But, like I said, shout out to the mothers out there that's doing what they're supposed to do and doing what they have to do. Now, I can say shout out to the ones that, you know, I can't say every man out there is doing his job. So, the women that have to do what they have to do to take care of their children or child, shout out to y'all. Everything is not going to be perfect. Like, everything in the relationship, everything in the making of a child, none of that shit is going to be perfect. So, shout out to the mothers. Now, let's fast forward the shit to the dudes. Now, I'm going to say, a lot of y'all dudes out there, a lot of y'all hood niggas, real niggas, block niggas, all type of, you think you the plug, and that wild type of that. No. Y'all don't understand that the shit that y'all is doing is really jeopardizing the way that your child is going to be raised. You go your dumb ass to jail for how many ever odd years, another man or another men or several men is going to automatically be into your child's life. A lot of times how shit going with baby mamas these days, nobody's been in a family these days, so men going to already be in your child's life anyway. And even if y'all is together, a lot of bitches is sneaky. Men gonna be in your child life anyway, but at least you know that you still gonna be there. That's the whole thing. It's your child. So what they got doing, they only just trying to, you know, bang the mom out. You know, let her go ahead and get banged out. But for the teaching and the raising of a child, that's what you supposed to be there. You can't sit on the phone like, yeah, son, you know, yeah, daughter, yeah, you know, I'm in the jam right now. You know, today I lift weights, and you know. No, what type of, like, no, you can't have those type of conversations. They keep seeing you through a thick ass glass, so they only hear your voice. They don't really get to see you, interact with you. You can't throw them up, throw baseballs with them. You know, you can't do all that when you're in jail. So there's not no shout out to all the dudes that's out there doing all this goofy ass shit that's gonna eventually take them out of their fucking kid's life. That's why I understand the Father's Day. Every day you could be a father. Every day you is a father. Me, as a father, I celebrate every day. Every time I teach my son something or my daughter something that they learn new or they do something new, is a celebration. I'm celebrating Father's Day. It's my day. And a lot of times between my son and my daughter, they learn a lot of things. So I celebrate Father's Day every day of a week sometimes, and sometimes every other day of the week sometimes. So I celebrate Father's Day at least 300 days out the year, which is very cool with me. Not just one day. I celebrate it 300 days. So that's just me. I'm just saying, like, it's not no parenting things, or it's just a lot of people want to step up and be a father, but it's like, if you wasn't raised in a certain way, then you only know what you know. But if you know that street shit, and you know that that's how shit go, you got to pull your kids to the side and, like, have y'all own little one-on-one conversation and let them know how the streets is. Because just because your kids can be smart in the books, they gonna need to know that street shit. So it's okay if the mother, you know, probably went to school and all this and all that, and you a hood nigga, you know the streets. Let the mother, you know, teach them the books, but you gotta take them aside, teach them that street shit, because a lot of kids be book smart, but they don't be street smart at all. So they can know the books and, oh yeah, you know, this, and then they can answer all the questions. But when they in them streets, they dumb as a doorknob. So you need to have a balance of both of them. I'm not saying like y'all hood niggas or the niggas that doing all this, like y'all just worthless. No, we all human beings. Everybody has their own purpose of being on this earth. You have a child. I'm just saying it's fucked up that the route that you taking can take yourself out of your child life. Not saying you a bad parent, not saying you fucked up, because it's some of these street niggas that's better parents than these fucking doctors, these fucking lawyers, all these judges and all that shit. Because a lot of these motherfuckers out here making all this money, they don't spend no time with their kids. These motherfuckers that's in the streets, they make their money, then they go their ass in the crib and be with their kids. So don't think that this like no putting y'all down, no, because these motherfuckers with these careers can get it too on the real. So I'm just saying, the way that you taking, the route that you taking can put yourself out of your child's life potentially like for a long time. But if you're in the streets, your child need to know that shit, because there's a lot of shit going on in the streets that children need to know. They need to not experience all the time, but they need to at least be able to see the shit, so when they on their own and no parent is in sight and it's just them, they know how to deal with the shit because they seen it before. So they know like, oh shit, something ain't right, this scene ain't looking right, hold on, I seen this before, wait, hold on, Pops was telling me that, oh yeah, okay, no, get out of there. You gotta teach me about you gotta teach your son, teach your daughter about these fake ass friends, teach me about these fake ass lovers or spouses or motherfuckers that's acting like they want them. Teach me about how motherfuckers are just coming to their life and fuck them up and try to, misery loves company. So it's good to go through all that shit in the streets because you have knowledge. Don't think that you don't have knowledge just because you're on the streets. The smartest motherfuckers really be in the streets, little do motherfuckers know. A lot of motherfuckers that's in them high ass places be really dumb as hell. They look smart and they look at as they smart, but they really don't be that smart. So I mean, like I said, to each his own. But like I said, when you're in the streets, the only thing is you could just potentially take yourself out of your child's life. You don't want to be over the phone or seeing kids through a thick ass glass. So whatever you do, you stepping on eggshells. Just know when you stepping on them eggshells, do the right thing and try not to get your ass nabbed. Is what I'm saying. You gonna do that shit, do that shit. I ain't saying go do it, but if you gonna do that shit and that's the choice that you taking, do that shit the right way. Don't get your ass nabbed. Be there for your kids, cause a lot of y'all street niggas is there for y'all kids more than these motherfuckers that's presidents of companies, CEOs, CFOs, and all that type of shit. Cause they don't be seeing their kids like that, cause they got travel here, so their kids getting raised through a motherfucking Skype or something. So shout out to y'all, but still at the same time, y'all motherfuckers need to make sure y'all don't get y'all ass nabbed and then y'all doing 30 to 50 or something, and y'all ain't gonna never see y'all child. But shout out to the fathers that's being there every day, the ones that do have careers, the ones that's actually being there for their kids and not trying to be on no street shit or just going a positive route. Because when you're doing that, you can teach your kids something positive. Let them know, ain't nothing wrong getting an education. Ain't nothing wrong with not doing drugs, not drinking. You got all your life ahead of you. You can do that shit when you get grown. Once you hit 21, you got every day to do that shit. Depending on how you want to do it. But I mean, as a child, you don't want to, oh man, don't get drunk. Motherfucker 12, 13 getting high, getting drunk like as fuck. Like, they thinking they grown as hell. They fresh teenagers. 12 ain't even a teenager. Some motherfuckers smoking at 8 and 9, they ain't even nowhere near teenagers. Like, so the shit really getting crazy, like with everything. Like, it's just basically, don't take these holidays, Mother's and Father's Day, and take them into consideration as one day is your day. No, one day is not your day. Every day is your day. Every day you're a mother. Every day you're a father. So don't just think of these holidays as, oh shit, this is my day. No. A lot of motherfuckers celebrate their day. And there's a lot of motherfucking parents that celebrate the day and they tell the kids, oh, it's my day. Shower me with gifts and shower me with this and shower me with that. Man, the rest of these motherfucking 364 days, 365 on a leap year, you ain't shower me with no love, no affection, no attention or shit. But you want me to shower you with gifts on this one day, mother or father? No, I'm not giving you shit. You didn't want to be around me all the rest of these days, so why should I want to spend my hard-earned money? Or if I'm doing all type of funny shit to get the money, why would I spend that on you when I'm risking myself for it and you ain't teaching me shit? I got to do this shit because you ain't teaching me this shit. But you want to be celebrated on these days. No, like that shit don't go like that. That shit really shouldn't even fly. But a lot of parents, motherfuckers walk around and be waiting for the whole world to tell them, oh, happy Mother's Day, yeah, all men shit, happy Father's Day, yeah. It's just a day for Mother's Day. A lot of women get drunk. They get drunk fucking every other weekend or every weekend, or some bitches get drunk every day. So don't just take Mother's Day like, oh, this is my day, I get drunk. No. Same with dudes. Niggas get drunk every day. Some niggas get drunk every weekend. Some niggas get drunk every other weekend. But they use Father's Day to do what? This my day. I'm a father. When Father's Day come around, it's a fucking normal, regular ass day to me. Ain't nothing so serious about it, nothing spectacular about it, none of that. Why? because I like being with my kids every day. Father's Day is every day because I like teaching them stuff. I like showing them stuff. I like having conversations with them, and like they can have conversations with me back. And I'm looking like, damn, these motherfuckers be funny as hell when they have conversations with me back though. But it's letting me know that they actually learning. So that's what make me have a nice Father's Day. Father's Day is every day. So it's just basically like, more of this is, motherfuckers celebrating these two holidays. Every day you're a mother, every day you're a father. Don't just take this one day and think like, oh shit, you know, this is my day. No, it's not your day. Every day is your day. Because tomorrow, what you think? The same shit. You got a child this day. The next day, you think you ain't gonna be no mother? No, yes, your ass still gonna be a mother. So don't just celebrate on one day. It's really nothing to celebrate. Every day is something to celebrate. But what celebrate? Everybody thinking that drinking and partying is celebrate. That's not always celebrate. Me, when I celebrate my kids, we high five the shit out of each other. High five, laugh, smile, crack jokes, hug each other, kiss, you know, I love you, this, that. That's celebrate. You think I'm finna go give me a bottle and be like, oh, I'm celebrating Father's Day, I'm Father? Hell no. Ain't doing that shit. Type of celebrating that I do when I celebrate my Father's Day, which is every day I celebrate my kids with high fives, hugs, and love. That's what I celebrate with. Not weed and drinks and lean and Zans and all that wild shit that I gotta get myself in a fucked up situation like, damn, I made it another Father's Day. I'm a motherfucking father. Like, I mean, it's so much shit to like to talk about. That's why I be on here talking, because it's so much shit to it though. So it's like, I'm just gonna keep talking at the end of the day. But like I said, man, more of this is Father's Day, Mother's Day. That shit is every day. When you're a real father, you're a real mother. By default, when you have children and you know that it's your child, you're a father. By default, when you had a baby, you're a mother. But that's just by default. The things that you teach your children and the way that the love and affection that you really give them, and not just the, oh man, you know I gotta go drop you off over here. Oh shit, I'm gonna drop you off over here. Oh, I'm gonna do this. That doesn't make you a mother, and that doesn't make you a father. Being there for your children, knowing that that's you raising yourself. That's how you should look at it. Everybody, oh man, that's my child. No, that's me. That's me. That I'm raised. I got another chance at life to raise myself again. So I want to do it right. Everything that I've been through, I got to teach it to myself all over again. Plus, I got to make myself better, so myself can raise his self. And that's how that shit go. But I mean, it's like, I mean, today, well, Mother's Day, you could say Mother's Day really fucking the thought day that the thoughts that raise more thoughts. So happy thought day to the thoughts that's gonna raise thoughts. That's how that shit can be. I mean, man, it's so fucked up, but I mean, like I said, to each his own. Everybody do what you want to do, what you feel is right, because everybody gonna do that anyway. But it's like the way this shit really going, motherfuckers need to really try to raise their kids like the right way, because these kids ain't, most of these kids ain't listening. But they not listening because their parents so damn young. Their parents were so young, they had them, that they was still innate, man, damn, I ain't even got a chance to go to the club yet. So if you ain't never get a chance to go to the club, your child just 9, probably 3 years old, now you can go to the club. You got to go to the club for like 3-4 years before you finally get that shit out your system. Your child grown as hell, but been with everybody, and you ain't never really been with it. So like I said, shit go both ways. A lot of motherfuckers ain't there for their kids, and they ain't got no money. A lot of motherfuckers got all the money, and they still ain't there for their kids. So motherfuckers need to try to like stem down on the shit, be neutral, be in the middle. Be there for your kids and try to have a little decent money. That's how I think. But like I said, it's whatever you think, man. Happy Mother's Day, happy Father's Day to everybody out there. So whenever y'all see this, today is Father's Day and today is Mother's Day, because every day is fucking Mother's Day and Father's Day. So shout out to all the fathers, shout out to all the mothers, shout out to everybody that got kids. Duffle out. The views expressed in this video do not necessarily represent the views or life of Marlon Dixon.